Hi everyone, it's Duchess. Roots of Pacha, released on April 25, 2023 by developer Stardew, offers a unique twist on the farming simulator genre. Set in the Stone Age, this game invites players to cultivate the land, build a thriving village, and forge meaningful relationships with fellow tribe members. As you explore fertile grounds, harvest prehistoric crops, and expand your settlement, you'll experience the joys and challenges of Stone Age agriculture. With its blend of farming, exploration, and social interaction, Roots of Pacha aims to captivate players seeking a fresh take on the beloved farming sim formula. So without further ado, let's delve into the prehistoric world of Roots of Pacha and explore what makes this Stone Age farming simulator stand out in a crowded genre. We'll examine its unique setting, gameplay mechanics, and social features to help you decide if this is your next virtual homestead. Roots of Pacha offers a familiar yet unique take on the farming simulator genre. While it shares many core elements with its contemporaries, several key features sets it apart and provide a distinctive prehistoric twist. At its heart, the game follows the traditional farming sim formula. Players inhabit a village populated by a diverse cast of characters, each with their own stories and conflicts to resolve. The primary goal revolves around farming, growing crops, and contributing to the village's growth and advancement. A major departure from the genre norm lies in the game's economic system. Instead of selling crops for personal profit, players contribute to the village's communal funds. These contributions drive the expansion of the village, with a portion allocated as personal funds for exchanges with other villagers. This approach adds a unique flavor to the game's progression system and reinforces the prehistoric setting. One of Roots of Pacha's strengths is its deep customization options. The game offers a wide array of toggleable features and settings, allowing players to tailor the experience to their preferred playstyle. This flexibility enhances accessibility and replay value, ensuring that players can enjoy the game in a way that suits them best. As players advance through the game, they unlock quests from villagers. These often lead to the development of new items or buildings for the farm, creating a sense of constant progression. The game also introduces a unique element called the prophecy structure later in the gameplay. Similar to Stardew Valley's community center, it provides a clear sense of direction and progress by requiring players to fulfill various in-game achievements rather than donate items. Exploration is heavily rewarded in Roots of Pacha. The game is filled with shortcuts and secrets that players can discover, such as the waterfall path near the caves that provides a quick route back to the village. These discoveries can significantly impact gameplay efficiency and add an element of excitement to traversing the game world. The pace of Roots of Pacha is noticeably quicker compared to games like Stardew Valley. This faster progression might appeal to players looking for a more rapid-fire farming sim experience, though it may not suit those preferring a slower, more relaxed pace. The game moves swiftly, with players able to accomplish a lot in a short amount of time. Roots of Pacha includes several thoughtful features that enhance the player experience. All NPCs' current locations are conveniently marked on the map, reducing time spent searching for specific characters. The ability to save at any time by interacting with the player's bed adds convenience and accessibility, allowing for more flexible play sessions. The game introduces some unique mechanics that set it apart from its peers. The fishing minigame, for instance, is refreshingly simple, involving a wait-and-follow mechanic with the mouse for PC players. It's neither time-consuming nor tedious, making it an enjoyable activity rather than a chore. In the caves, totems serve as fast travel points, facilitating quicker navigation through different levels as they're unlocked. While Roots of Pacha excels in many areas, there are some aspects that could be enhanced. More variety in the initial farm layout will be appreciated, since it will give players more options before starting their adventure. Some interface elements like the crafting menu could be more prominently displayed to prevent players from overlooking them. Additionally, certain gameplay mechanics, such as item exchanges with villagers, could be better explained early in the game to prevent players from missing out on important features. Roots of Pacha's visual style firmly places it in the realm of farming simulators, echoing the aesthetic of genre-defining titles like Stardew Valley. In fact, the prevalence of these types of games might warrant coining a new term, Stardew-like, to join the ranks of roguelike and Souls-like in the gaming dictionary. This pixel art approach, while familiar, is executed on a grander scale than one might expect, resulting in a visually striking experience. The game's environments truly shine, offering gorgeous vistas as players explore the village and its surrounding areas. The larger-scaled pixel art allows for more detail and nuance in the landscapes, creating an immersive world that's a joy to traverse. From lush fields to rugged terrains, the attention to detail in the background art is commendable. However, this visual prowess doesn't extend uniformly across all aspects of the game. The character sprites, particularly during dialogue sequences, present a noticeable contrast. These avatars appear bulky and somewhat jarring, lacking the finesse seen in the environmental design. A particular point of concern is the character designs themselves. All villagers share a similar boxy head shape, making it challenging to distinguish between male and female characters at a glance. This uniformity in character design can potentially impact player immersion and connection with the game's cast. The audio landscape of Roots of Pacha is generally pleasing, centered around a soundtrack that captures the primitive essence of the setting. The music leans heavily on upbeat percussion, creating a rhythmic backdrop that evokes the earthly primal nature of prehistoric life. This is complemented by the prominent use of woodwind instruments, with flutes often carrying the main melodies. The result is a soundscape that feels appropriately rustic and energetic. While the individual tracks are enjoyable and well composed, the game's audio design stumbles in its lack of variety. Each season is accompanied by a single song per area, which plays regardless of ongoing activities. This limited selection becomes apparent rather quickly, leading to a sense of repetition that can detract from the overall experience. The repetitive nature of the soundtrack poses a significant issue for long-term enjoyment. I found myself considering alternative options, such as lowering the game's volume and relying on external music sources like Spotify to break up the monotony. This desire to seek audio variety outside the game points to a clear area for improvement in future updates or sequels. Roots of Pacha weaves an intriguing narrative set against a backdrop of prehistoric times. The game's story centers around a clan embarking on a momentous journey, guided by their revered mother goddess, Pacha. This divine intervention leads them to a new land, ripe with potential and promise. As the clan settles into their newfound home, players step into the role of the main character, beginning their adventure in a humble hut shared with their adopted grandparents. From this modest starting point, the narrative unfolds organically, driven by the village's gradual progression and advancement. The story cleverly intertwines the personal growth of the player character with the development of the village's society. This approach creates a sense of shared achievement and community building, reinforcing the game's themes of cooperation and collective progress. The character creation process in Roots of Pacha offers an interesting, albeit somewhat confusing experience. While the customization options are enjoyable to explore, the gender selection presents an unexpected challenge. The game opts for a more inclusive approach by labeling gender options as body type 1 and 2 rather than traditional male and female designations. This system can be initially perplexing as the visual differences between the two body types are subtle, making it difficult to discern which body type represents which gender. Where Roots of Pacha truly shines is in its cast of villagers. Each character is crafted with complete care, boasting compelling backstories that resonate with players on a personal level. One standout example is Garrick, an intellectual living in a village that prioritizes physical strengths over mental ability. His story of being a misunderstood thinker in a society that values brawn over brain is both relatable and thought-provoking. The authenticity of the characters' backstories is a testament to the game's writing. These narratives feel organic and natural, seamlessly integrated into the Stone Age setting without feeling forced. As players interact with the villagers and delve deeper into their personal histories, they're likely to find themselves emotionally invested in the fates of these characters. Adding a delightful touch to character interactions, villagers will occasionally send gifts to the player as their relationships deepen. These presents, ranging from useful materials to unique items, serve not only as gameplay rewards, but also as tangible representations of growing friendships. This mechanic encourages players to engage with the village's inhabitants, fostering a sense of belonging within the community. Roots of Pacha presents a fresh and engaging take on the farming simulator genre, transporting players to a captivating time in Ursa's history. The story successfully blends familiar mechanics with innovative twists, creating an experience that feels both recognizable and novel. In conclusion, Roots of Pacha is a solid entry in the farming simulator genre that brings several innovative ideas to the table. Its unique setting, community-focused gameplay, and rich character development offer a refreshing experience for both longtime genre fans and newcomers. While there's room for improvements in areas like audio variety and user interface clarity, the game's strengths outweigh its weaknesses. Taking all factors into consideration, Roots of Pacha earns a score of 7 out of 10. It's a game that shows great promise and delivers an enjoyable experience, even if it doesn't quite reach the heights of the genre's standout titles. For players looking for a fresh twist on farming sims or those intrigued by its historical setting, Roots of Pacha offers a rewarding adventure that's well worth exploring. And that's my take on it. Speaking of exploring new experiences, don't forget to check out the link in the description to sign up for Minimap, the awesome all-in-one gaming community platform that provided me with a copy for this review. With Minimap, you can go beyond just reading reviews and actually connect with a thriving community of gamers from around the world, sync up your gaming accounts across all platforms, discover personalized game recommendations based on your preferences, and engage in lively discussions about upcoming titles and more. Their expansive database covers over 150,000 games and features a staggering 3 million user reviews to help you decide what to play next. Their integrated social features, like the ability to create game clubs and chat on Discord, make it easy to find other gamers with the same interests. So if you want to stay ahead of the curve on new and upcoming releases, give Minimap a try using the link down below. See you guys later!